Yep.
All right, looks like I have a mount, tie bar front and rear, servo horn, steering linkage.
Right. Do you want me to just tell you?
Bell, crank support, and then skid plate.
Yeah. Do you want me to just tell you which one is wrong?
Yeah. What was wrong here?
So 7720. So what I'm doing is all these parts that I bought are for the XRT, and the front bulkhead upper, which is item number 7720 out of the manual, is incorrect because this one is missing the bosses that attach to the front shock tower.
It's just that 7720 is just the bulkhead by itself.
Correct.
And it's just the upper bulkhead.
Correct.
You're saying it's missing what?
So it's missing the bosses that attach the front shock tower, as well as the what is this called? It's the upper, so 7820, the servo mount bulkhead cover. So that cannot be attached to 7720 because 7720 is for XMAX, not XRT.
No, the 7720 is also for the XRT.
Right. So with the old stock, which is what this one is apparently, there's no bosses that connect that. So with the XRT, there was an additional set of bosses that are in the mold, and they're not on this part. So in the XRT, it's there, but on this part that I received, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like if you compare the two?
I'm having an issue trying to understand what you're explaining to me here, because that upper bulkhead it's just a solid piece. Like,
correct.
Are you saying that it's not the way it's supposed to look?
Correct. It's not the same piece. I mean, if I match it up to the XRT, it's missing the bosses that connect to the top servo mount and the shock towers. You know what I'm saying? Because this is XMAX. And even though I know that maybe your computer is saying XRT and XMAX, you guys must have a revised part that just wasn't sent out to me.
No, they use the same bulkhead there. Okay.
The problem is that my XRT one is not the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it to you that this is the wrong part, that Traxxas revised the part for the XRT, which is going to be cross-platform for the XMAX as well. Do you know what I'm saying? You know how, like, you guys will have one piece that fits two models, and there may be a set of screws or a set of holes that are not functional for the model, even though it fits the part, fits the model? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but it's the exact same bulkhead, though. Like, it's not a revised piece or anything like that.
Okay, so when I match up the brand new piece that I received from you guys and the brand new piece from the XRT, when I notice that there's two mounting positions missing on the new part that I received versus the XRT, how do I handle that?
I mean, if you want, I can take photos to kind of see what you're talking about here. I'm kind of confused on on how that's the case, because again, it's the exact same part. I'll take photos though if you want to show me what you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I went ahead and sent that email. Go ahead and reply to that with those photos. I'll go ahead and review those. I'll have a couple other people take a look at them too, just that way, you know, we make sure that we're seeing everything right here.
Right.
And then I'll give you a call back from there. Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty, sounds good.
All right, what was your name?
It's CJ.
CJ, thank you.
Of course.
All right.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Thank you. All right, so that was very kind of tough to explain because obviously what he's seeing is he's seeing a visual representation of it. He sees that it says XMAX and XRT, so he's going to remain solid with what he knows, even though I have photos of both pieces. So I'm going to shoot those over to him right now, and obviously that should help rectify the issue that we're having right now. It's not an issue, it's just kind of a bummer, man. Ah, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna recall her. And I don't think this records conversations. So let's see if I can recall her.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
So, I want you to try something first.
Okay.
So, do you have something that you can tap on those breakers?
Tap on them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, there's like, oh my god, I just don't want to deal with this person.
You don't want to what?
I said I just don't want to deal with this guy. There's a guy in his truck like 2 spots away from me.
Right.
And he stared at me when the truck didn't start.
Oh, okay.
I don't want him to come over and try to help me.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just really don't want him to bother me.
So, do you want me to come there? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. I love you.
I just don't want this guy to manhandle me.
I know. I get it. Okay.
Okay.
But you're solid in yourself. You know.
I know. I just don't want this.
Okay. I get it. All right. I'll be there.
Okay.
I love you.
Thank you.
Bye, sweetie.
Okay.
She knows how to fix this issue. So when I get there, I'm going to actually record this. I'm going to have her fix this issue. So I'll see you. I'll see you. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to record a Traxxas thing and trying to do my conversion, and I've got to go rescue my daughter right now. It's something so simple. Well, you'll see. You'll see. I think. Yeah, it's just in time. Hello? Yes. Hey, CJ.
Just to the attention of some of my higher ups.
Right.
It does look like we actually did have an error there on our end.
Okay.
So we did just recently have an update on the package for that 7720. You are correct. That is the one for the X-Max, missing those 2 holes for the XRT.
Right.
My boss won't have that part number until sometime, I'd say Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
But I sent him over your customer profile, so he's actually going to get back with you as soon as we have that new part number, and then we'll go ahead and see what we can do to get you taken care of.
All right, great.
That is something that's on our end. So as soon as we get that part number, he'll be the one directly giving you a call back, and we'll go ahead and get that fixed for you from there.
All right, CJ, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Of course, and thank you for bringing that to our attention, because it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. And it's like, the only answer you could give me was what you physically see. It's telling you both XRT and X-Max, and, I'm kind of like, well, guy, I've got the pieces in my hand. And I didn't want to...
I wasn't trying to tell you that you were wrong.
No, I know.
The way I was confused. And so,
right.
I do see the photos. I sent them over, as well as a little bit of information. It does look like we had an issue as far as the packaging on that.
Right.
So as soon as he has that new part number, like I said, sometime Monday or Tuesday, he'll be giving you a call to get you taken care of for that.
All right, awesome, CJ. Thank you so much.
Of course, you have a wonderful day.
You too. So that ended up working out perfect. And this is this is how life goes, right? So I just got into the car and I'm reversing. So she didn't want to get out of the truck. I'm talking about Sam again. She didn't want to get out of the truck with the guy there. She kind of knew what to do, but she didn't want to get out of the truck and have the guy, and that's just the way my daughter is. It's not that she's, that psychotic, kind of female that, don't hold the door for me. She's not that type of person, but she's also that type of person that she likes to be able to fix it herself. And she just didn't, I don't know, maybe she didn't want to feel odd, or she didn't want to put herself in a position of maybe making the other guy feel bad or whatever. And I get it. So no sooner than I put it in reverse and I hit the parking brake off on my wife's car, she calls and she goes, I got it. So what it is her fuel pump relay. So all of the relays in her truck are obviously as old as the truck. They're all original. So one of the times that this happened before, I bought a whole new package of relays, and I gave them to her. And I said, you should probably stick these in your truck so that you can replace these, right? Because what I did is I took the horn relay, because the relay is all the same. I took the horn relay and I placed that in the relay for the fuel pump. So at least that the truck would start, and I showed her how to check it. And I showed her, like, I did like a quick diag with her just so that she knew what to do. Now, she also knew that if she took something and she tapped on the relay, that there's the possibility that relay would refire up. But what she needs to understand is that all those relays, all of them, need to be replaced. So the horn relay is a relay that's very rarely used. Or actually, no, it wasn't the horn relay. I'm sorry. It was the windshield washer relay. So for the amount of times that the fuel pump turns on versus the washer pump, that washer pump relay is obviously used a heck of a lot less. Now, because it's old though, it's kind of like that left headlight, right headlight scenario. When you replace the left headlight or the right headlight, you most likely should replace the other one at the same time. That's that old adage. So anyways, where are we right now? I think I'm going to go ahead and take off my sweatshirt here. I'm going to turn the camera around. You can obviously see we've got the plethora of parts going on here, and the whole point is to get this thing going. It's just, it is what it is, so there you go, Earl Moorhead. I got some coffee in there. It's probably cold now, but that was awesome. So at least Traxxas knows that there's an issue with this part right here. They do know it's an issue, probably thanks to Earl Moorhead. But you need obviously that second set of ears or eyes or whatever. So that's where obviously this part will not bolt into that part right there, which is the shock tower. So let's get back into stripping down my X-Max and start this XRT hybrid kind of, this hybrid XRT poor man's versions here. So, all right. Really, to tell you the truth, I ain't got the time for this. So my iPad is now doing an update. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just try and figure this out. Oh my God. I feel like, oh my God, I feel like this is slightly a disaster here. All right. I think I'm going to change mounts. I'll be back. I kind of feel like this conversion is kind of going to be a mess here. So these parts, the 7720, obviously we found out that is not a part that I can currently use. So it looks like I can only do what's called a back half. Pretty sure I've got this going the right way. So you can see we're on the Traxxas website. I wanted to do this as like a jump cut or a jump edit or whatever. So Traxxas has updated their website as of today. So that part number that we were having an issue with, parts find. Okay, model showroom. Oh, wait a minute. Parts and accessories. Bam. All right, so gonna go all the way to the bottom here. XRT. I'm getting better with this. XRT. All right, so what I want to do is now go over to where we've selected the model, and I want to go to rear suspension. So you obviously look under front suspension. So front suspension and steering. And okay. So it's still wrong on the website, but it's not. You see how it's the same stock part? It's the same stock part. So what they're doing is they are fixing this. And I'll prove it to you on how they are actually fixing this. So I do have a secondary page opened up, this one right here, okay? So this is the Traxxas XRT 78086-4 front assembly exploded view. Now previously, and if you look in your own manuals, when you look at this page, you're going to see this 772, and I think I can click that, the 7720X. That number was in a different position. I believe it was up and over to the right. So now they have added the X, bam, right? when you have the other ones, it's because it's part of a part number. So that is where they did the revision. It is still the same stock photo, but at least what they did is they gave you the X, which signifies that this is for XRT, not XMAX. However, this piece will also, from what I'm seeing visually, will also be a cross-platform piece for the XMAX. So I don't even know if there's a possibility that they might do some type of other revision for the XMAX, but there are some things going on, because when you really look into the XRT, there's extra holes and spaces that it looks like something else is potentially gonna go on. It really does. To me, it looks like something's gonna go on. So, yeah. So now what I want to do is I do want to go ahead and click on that part number. So let's see if it clicks. Okay, so can't click on it. See, you can click on the other part numbers, but you can't click on that yet because the part's technically not available. So we'll click on 7828. See what I'm saying? So at least what they're doing is they're acknowledging the fact, because you can see my little pointer turns into a finger. Not that finger, guy. This finger. Points into the finger. And you can't, it's not clickable right now, but where everything else is. And that's what's great about these, literal listings, is that you can click on it. Like if we click over to this, gives you the optional steering servo X, the 2085X, which is the upgraded steering servo with the upgraded spring and the adjustable tie rod. So at least what they're doing is, like I said, at least they are making that revision. So I just wanted to go ahead and throw this on the screen that Traxxas is making the revision. And that is where Traxxas is A-okay, because I did receive an email. There is a little bit of a discrepancy in the email, so I am going to have to contact them back, because if they only send me one part, I ordered 4, that doesn't work for me. So yeah, back to the part 2. Hey, Don Davis, I think that's your name. Where are you in here? Are you here? You actually watching this? Or is this like not your explosions and fireworks parts of the videos that you watch? And hey, like I said, that's what's great. So all of you guys have this thing right here, or whatever. I say this thing right here. You know why I'm saying this. Because this is obviously a remote control. You can skip. I mean, I'd rather you not skip ahead. I try to make it lively enough, but some people just want the explosions. I mean, I wonder what it must be like for them if they go to the movies, or if they watch a movie. Do they just like skip around and try to find out when the car launches off the cliff, and then it explodes into a fiery wreck, and then they want to see like if anybody survived, and then they just turn it off and go to something else? Look, I mean, that's sometimes how I feel like people treat these episodes, because I do this as content creation. I'm allowing you to enter into my world and my life. So I'm going to create my content my way. And that's where, like I said, you guys have the control. And like I said, come on, guy. I'd rather you not skip ahead, because that tells the algorithm that, you know, you weren't interested enough. But, you know, you do you and I'll do me. So that's why I'm doing this and having fun at it. So, all right, back to part 2. What are we, like 15, 20 minutes into the show? So I'm doing a back half with my XMAX here. So some of these parts, it's going to be absolutely pointless to go ahead and use. I wanted to get this all done. I also realized that I ordered 7819, but I did not order the pieces that connect onto the chassis. So when you look at the chassis itself, right, I didn't order these parts because I didn't think that, I don't even know. Maybe the XMAX ones will fit, but I have a suspicion they don't, because all these parts are different. So even the center chassis tub thing is different as well. So go ahead and just take these parts off. It's pointless just to deal with this right now. Front, I can't mess around with. So again, don't even need those parts. So I guess all I need is this. Maybe I can bolt this together, something like that. But it's going to be a process, because I'm suspecting that I don't have everything that I need. So the build process, obviously, you know, will show cost. I did get this little thing. I got that. I probably didn't need that. I got that. I got this, which I guess I needed this. I don't know. I know I needed this. This is that center spine with the piece that breaks off. I didn't need to get this, so this can kind of, I guess, go back, but it kind of can't. Maybe I'll put that on my website. I got this right here. This is the upgraded part, I think. 7836. I could be wrong. This was supposed to be for XRT. No, this actually... wait a minute. These are the upgraded parts, I think. Yeah, actually, I know this is. This one I'm unsure of. I know this one is because this definitely looks different. Looks more flared out. Yeah, alright, so we'll compare parts anyway. But I ended up ordering these, and apparently I don't need them because I'm converting. So these are all the part numbers that I even got that too. What the heck is that? Tie bar, front rear. All right, so those parts we don't need. These are all the parts that I took out of bags here, so we don't need this in the way. Do have the wide kit. That's obviously part of it. So where to start? I guess maybe opening this thing up. I never even opened this thing up. Bought it and never stinking opened it. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So I got this on the pre-order. Never even did anything with it. Just my X-Max and I just don't get along, man. So inside the Wide Max kit, get a whole bunch of stuff. So you get a manual here. Talks about, looks like it talks about something about shocks here. Kit de suspensiones X-Max Wide Max. So consigle, utiles es vos, yeah, okay, try that again. X-Max Wide Max suspension kit. Tip, refer to the explosive views included with your truck to assist with your installation of the X-Max Wide Max suspension kit. So suspension tuning, changing the shock weight oil, and changing the spring rate on all 4 shocks. So and they've even got like a little QR code thing there. So on this side, we've got some green Wide Max suspension pieces. What a shame, man. Well, I mean, I got the green wheels, so I guess that'll kind of be cool. So we've got some arms, which are basically all the same, just left and right. So we got 4 arms here. And we won't talk about prices. You can go look up the prices yourself. My wife watches the show. So we got some arms. On the other side, we've got the 4 upper arms for this thing. So we got 4 upper arms for that. And then we've got the longer travel steering links. We've got the longer X. I think these are the X shafts. So we'll be replacing the shafts. Got 4 beefy springs, and then these things, which I didn't even need. Why aren't these in green? Kind of weird. I ordered the green kit. Why are these in black? Well, whatever. Alright, so there we go. We got that. Get rid of this. Don't need that. Don't need this. So I'm going to take these, kind of throw them over there. Not going to need that right now, and we won't need that. Okay. The X-Max here. So I've been doing a couple things to this thing. I did show you, obviously, the body does fit. So what had happened with my X-Max is obviously we had failure to communicate here. So we have damage that's pre-existing on this X-Max. Definitely blew apart this hub. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this side apart first. I did end up puncturing my rim, which kind of sucks because this rim was brand new. And obviously this hinge pin jammed into it and destroyed it. So to make things easy-ish, I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to pull that off. I'm going to go ahead and use the think this is the Losi one. So get that off. So these were the 22 millimeter ones that I was using that seemed to have a pretty good spline on them. So obviously these are the brand new sledgehammers. So I did get in the green just to match the green, but you can see the rim got punched. So it seems like it's actually all right, but it does kind of worry me a little bit. So, and I might not even use this on this because these are so soft, and you know what I'm saying. All right, so go ahead and whip this off. All right, so it looks like we're going to do this by hand. For some reason I can't seem to find my drivers. I must have located them wrong. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just pop this off. And this is going to be a semi-unedited video. So this is the long video for the people that need something to watch and they've got plenty of time. So that's what this is going to be about. I might edit it, I don't know. So obviously we needed to pull this piece off. So this piece is, Jesus Christ. So this piece is what's broken here. And we did get this piece. And it is definitely different. Boy, all kinds of stuff got broken on this poor thing. So that is that side right there. Let's pop this open and get a look at it. See what we're looking at. So 7836. This was for this. Oops. Yeah, you can definitely see it's different. I hate to say it, but this almost looks beefier. It's definitely a different, definitely a way different design. Looks like the bearing's the same. That's different. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, 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 no. That is different. Ah, crap. Okay. What I mean by it's different... Oh my god, I'm missing pieces. Oh, I'm definitely missing pieces. Oh no. So that's that lower C-hub. I'm missing that piece. Oh, damn it. Somehow that got blown out. We're already starting off great. Alright. Oh, man. I think how I'm going to have to do this is literally just start ripping stuff apart. Break this thing down and just try to put this thing together. This is definitely not gonna be. Now if I had a fully working X-Max, it would probably be a different story, but that's not the case here. There's gonna be a lot to break down. Hey, going in hot. Here we go. For the love of God. I know I can do the rear. So I guess I'll just kind of line up my pieces parts here. Get the tires off, at least get that stuff out of the way. Get the tire off this side here. And you can see I went green. I went green. I went green and my fronts are blue. Oh my god. It's already a disaster, guy. Alright, so where am I at? I'm gonna pull the electronics out just to make this easy. I probably just killed this whole thing just by saying, yeah, I'm going to make it instant. And this is what kills it too. Look at the time that I took to put the electronics in. Doing the wiring. Like, this is my psychosis here. See what I'm saying? This is my total psychosis of how I do stuff. See what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I went nuts. So, and this is a dual fan, so be interesting to know how this is all gonna work out, but we're giving it a shot. So this is the SPEKTRUM electronic garbage, and I don't believe I'm gonna be using this. I had such issues with this SPEKTRUM garbage that this ESC does not tune right to anything of this truck. I have tried everything. It's like the it's like this is designed for a 30-pound vehicle or something like this, and the tuning of this, or whatever the programming is, this I've tried doing the program card, none of it works. It just does not work right. So, and that's one of the things I think that I came across with an issue with this X-Max, was the fact that out of the box, this ESC, something was up with it, which kind of stinks, because that's a couple bucks. All right, so that we're good there. So that wire is now free. So this ESC, I can't remember how I've got that in there, but let's get you in a little closer here. See how this ESC is held in here. Everything fit mint too. That's the thing that bugs me. Everything was fitting great. So I need to take the motor mount. I need to take the motor out. So I'm going to pop this cover, flip it upside down, get rid of the motor screws, and then be able to pull that out. The ESC, I think, is Velcroed in there, as far as I can remember. So I'll probably have to use a pry bar to get that out of there. I think it's dual locked in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just unplug these wires for now. Kind of a bummer that you got to pull it like this. It's not the best way to do this, but it's the only thing I got. I might, who knows, maybe I'll just reuse this, I don't know. We'll see. So ESC right there. Got that there, that there. I'm going to see if I can pry up on that ESC at all, just to see if I did the dual lock or what I did with that. So I'm going to go ahead and toss in Old Faithful here. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right, here we go. That was easy enough. All right, so here we go. All right, so that's undone. So now what I need to do is, because I got the ESC wire going in there, I got to take this off, which is where the wires mount for the waterproofness of Traxxas and the thing here. I don't even know what's in here for a receiver. I don't know if this is Traxxas. I hate to say this. I forget. I think it's Traxxas. I think I left the Traxxas ESC in here. But I did my own screws and everything. See how I did these gold screws? You know, I was just trying to like personalize this poor little truck, and this thing was beating me up the entire way. So go ahead, and I'm going to grab a magnet. Grab a magnet just so it's easier to just go ahead and grab fasteners. So go ahead and pop this out of here. There goes the magnet right into the trash. I'm also going to take off the receiver cover here. All right, that one and this one. So I think I should be able to leave the front intact, I believe. If I can leave the front intact, that'd be great. So let's pop this little cover off of here. Bring it forward. Pop this little cover off of here. And this is Traxxas. So I guess that's a good thing. So we need to disconnect everything that's in here because this is all going to come out and go into the new truck. So antenna held in by a little set screw. That is a 1.5. So go ahead and undo that, and hopefully this antenna, there we go. So we get that piece, I'll keep that together over there, and I'll even throw the set screw back in there just so I don't lose it. Okay, put that over there. Put these screws. These screws, I obviously know where those go. Alright, so we've got that all disconnected, and we'll start pulling wires out and through. So I did put this in with the dual lock. Disconnect the fan. That way the fan can get out of here. Pull this ESC out. Wiring. And there we go. ESC is out. Alright, ESC is out. We'll pull on this little thing here. Little servo. This is the factory stock servo. I never changed over to like the X servo or whatever. I might. It's a couple bucks, but supposedly from what I understand is the X servo is a much better servo than yeah, whatever. Alright, go ahead and pry on this. There we go. Get that out of there. Pull the antenna wire through nice and easy. Without breaking nothing. So, look at that. It still has the stickum on there. A little bit right there. So we'll go ahead and put that over there. And we're good. So now we're going to have to go after the motor. So I'll flip this thing over and we will pop this motor out, but I'm going to get rid of this cover first. So that cover is a 2.5. Right in down here. Traxxas does things in a way to kind of make things easy. Kind of, sorta. Hoping this cover works. I know the new cover actually has a different deal to it. I wonder if I should be taking this framework off. So here's that screw. We've got another one over here. And I thought there was another one, but there might not be. I don't know if this is 2 or 3 screws. I can't remember. So that's a long one. So we got the short and the long. Does that pop off? No, it doesn't, because there is one more right there. And that screw might not have needed to come out. I can see that now. Let's see what we got here. I think I'll make these like 30-minute videos. So here's our cover. Get that out of here. Looks good. Gears are obviously... Look at that gear. That gear is slipped. How'd that gear slip? Alright, so I am going to have to go after the motor right now. I'm going to take that out as a unit. So I'm going to flip the truck over and go after the motor screws. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 motor screws that I will crank out of here. I gotta use my driver somehow here. All right, so that's where this video is going to end, because what I'm trying to do is make this series at least try to get to that like 30-minute mark. So granted, while there wasn't 30 minutes of actual wrenching, I think from here on forward will basically be blocks of 30-minute episodes, converting this or stripping down my X-Max. It's funny, I'm looking at the picture right now and remembering how much I actually really did try to put into this truck. And I know it's got the heart of being a good truck. It's just the combination of some of the foolishness that I did to it, switching out to RPM stuff. Just some of the RPM stuff was a total disastrous waste of time. Like instant braking. And I knew too. I knew when I was transferring parts from Traxxas X-Max into RPM that wasn't the best choice. So even I want to bring out this right now. So while this might be the revised part, guess what? I actually don't know if it is or not. I'm assuming that it is, I'm assuming that it is, but the deal is, right, is the part that, where the heck did it go? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. This piece right here. This is an RPM part, and guess what? I didn't notice it until I was doing the editing. I forgot. There are things that I've done with this X-Max where I have forgotten that I have replaced factory Traxxas parts with RPM, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's an upgrade. I think years ago, when you went over to RPM stuff, it genuinely was an upgrade, but I'm slowly finding out, especially like when it comes to Traxxas. Traxxas, to be all like that whole honest with you kind of deal, Traxxas really is trying to always stay Traxxas, meaning Traxxas is not relying on the aftermarket. I mean, there is aftermarket that exceeds, but Traxxas itself is not relying on the aftermarket to fix their problems. Traxxas fixes their own problems. They might see, like, you know, another company making a part, and, you know, obviously that is how it goes. When there's a need, companies will jump in, everybody will make, you know, aluminum junk. It's not always the best option. Traxxas does their own stuff. I think with Traxxas at least, staying within that, like, Traxxas bubble is what they're trying to do. They're really trying to, I know I just do that little stutter thing. I'm also trying to, like, get my words right. I do a lot of so's, arms, ands, and all that stuff. I don't know, maybe that's just the way I am. But Traxxas is trying to keep you inside the Traxxas little bubble. So, see? So, but they are trying to keep you there because I feel that they know their product in a sense best. You know, all of us doing the amount of driving that we do, I'm sure Traxxas does a ton of driving with their own vehicles with R&D and everything. It's when we push beyond those boundaries that we start to get breakages and we're thinking that we're upgrading on certain things, but sometimes you are point blank just pushing the RC or the real scale too far. There's reasons why you get to a certain level in a car and you're changing out your rear end. You're putting a drive shaft loop in, a safety loop, because you've exceeded potentially a certain threshold, the roll cage. It's just like there's reasons why you're doing stuff. There's reasons why you're putting in a bulletproof transmission. You know what I mean? It's like because you've exceeded. You're putting in big brakes or whatever. On the track, you've exceeded the capacity or the capability of what the original design was. But I think what I am slowly noticing is that Traxxas, in my mind, is really trying to keep it in-house. Like, even I'm looking at the arms right now, and I know from this picture right here, I know that bottom arm right there, I know that bottom arm is Traxxas. I know the top arm is Traxxas. But see these diamonds? This is factory original that hasn't broken. This is the upgraded HD arm. So you see what I'm saying? Like, Traxxas really is trying to keep you in their little bubble there. And I actually do see a value in that. See, I'm looking at the picture. I actually do see a value in that. So this is the end of part 2. Look for part 3. I'm only ending it because I went to like I'm at 38 and a half minutes. And like I said, it's all talk, but that is the way this is going to go. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, man. I'm actually not sorry. Why am I saying I'm sorry? I'm actually not sorry. You've got the control. You do what you want. You know, you switch it. For those people that, you know, hang with the channel, you guys get a thumbs up. For those people that, you know, watch the entire episode from beginning to end, you guys get double thumbs ups. You know, there's one thumbs up over here. There's another thumbs up over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, you guys are sticking with it. You're watching it as content just to consume. You're not watching just the smash, bash, crash, explosions, lightning bolts, fire, death, destruction. Do you know what I mean? You're here along for the ride, which is what this channel is all about, is to literally just show the real. So Earl Moorhead just put out a video. I suggest you go watch it. I have to continue watching it. In order for me to do this, I can't watch his video. Yeah, I'll show you that it's on. I am going to hit the pause button. So, right, see, it's on an ad. Pause. You know, it's funny. Look where it stopped too. Oops, come on.
No, so I'm doing.
You know what? I don't think he'll axe me on this. Oops. I don't think he's gonna do the copyright claim thing, but look where it stopped.
Pretty good.
Talking about not having a check engine light and all this stuff. Oh yeah, guy? Well, you know what? Well, my valve cover gaskets are original. Are yours? And if you own a BMW, you know what that means. Anyways, RC Guy Garage, look out for part 3. I promise part 3 will be more wrenching and getting things going. So, yeah, I get the little crawler. I got the little crawler thing right there. It's apparently it's my little SD card holder right now, but I definitely, I think this is the way to go with the suspension. Yeah, it's cookies right there. I think this is, I know. Come on, guy. I think this is the way to go. Get it on that center support right there. Maybe even get like a block of foam or something. And I just don't think that Traxxas thing. I mean, I don't have it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think allowing the suspension to droop fully is definitely the way to go. And I do like these crawlers. And I've got 2 new things that showed up today. Well, actually, this is a third thing. I just had to. This was $12. This was $12 for this. This is 4 aluminum, fully aluminum rims with screws for that, and they're in red. Now, I'm doing this for my wife. I'm doing it for my wife. I'm making this. This is my wife's truck right here. I'm doing the content on it, but this is my wife's truck. So I don't think she'll make it to the end of this video because obviously, you know, like some of you guys, she doesn't listen to blab. But, well, she does. I blab all the time. But this is her truck. This is her red thing, and I got her some red wheels. So, all right. Anyways, that's it. I will see you hopefully on part 3. And if you enjoyed this episode, even with all the extra adages, let me know. If you didn't like it, you know, I'm sorry, but not sorry. This is the way the channel goes. So there'll be explosions and whistling diesel stuff at some point. Just not yet, man. All right, just chill. Give me some time here.